and you'll never believe what happened.
I know, he's so over the top.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, he's made a career out of it, so I can't really
These
fault
fucking
him. But,
glasses like that.
the thicker and thicker. Today we're going to... Welcome back to episode 27 of the DRT show. Today we're talking about Alan Wake coming to DVD, Sony showing off a new Gravity Rush film, but that isn't the main point. They're showing off some old school games. There's a new rival to the Backbone, a 13-year-old beats Tetris, and Pokemon with guns? Let's check this out. Hello everyone and welcome back to the DRT show, where today I am joined by my very handsome companion, Graham. How's it going, buddy?
I'm always here. You made it seem like a special guest. I'm
No,
always here.
you're always special to me. You know that.
Special. What kind of special?
You're my special friends. Special friends. How are you, buddy? How's it going?
I'm going to start off this podcast by apologising on your behalf for last week.
I would imagine so, yeah. Rightly so. What did
because it's not what you done, it's what you never done.
Oh no.
Because remember, you were meant to edit last week's podcast, and then you didn't.
Okay, let me just say I know exactly what you're going to refer to, and I forgot to do it for the audio version, but I did it for the YouTube version. So.
Oh, good. Well, fucking blow me down, said Captain Blood. Amazing.
I know. I'm half a job. I was half a job last week.
Bob a job.
Bob a job. Sorry,
Bob.
yeah. There was a few technical difficulties last week, and I forgot to edit them out. So.
You were one of them, you fucking ballbag.
I know.
I was listening to it in work, and even Sean. That's a good time. But I was listening to it in work, and I was like, "Why the fuck are my headphones still working?" Like I was going fucking mad. I was like, "Why the fuck are my headphones still working?" And then I heard myself talk, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" And I could hear just background noise. Then I was like, "This fucking ballbag hasn't fucking fixed the fucking podcast." I started flipping through it, then it came back in. I was like, for fuck's sake! But I'd legit thought my fucking speakers, my headphones were goosed.
Yeah, you were angry about that. So sorry, everyone.
You fucking better be.
Yeah. Well,
something funny happened or interesting. I got a phone call for Sean.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful Sean.
Beautiful Sean. Yeah, he is beautiful.
He was doing his job, going door to door and stuff like that, and he wasn't a pervin, but he looked in somebody's window. And only saw us on the TV.
No way! Shut up.
He said he was going around the area that he was working in, and he was about to open the door, and he looked in and he saw the TV in the living room.
Wow!
And he saw our glorious faces.
It still blows my mind that with stuff like that though. Like even though we do this and we have been doing this for nearly 4 years at this point now. It's just it blows my mind with stuff like that, and I don't know why.
Oh, it's still weird,
it's just yeah. Like
I don't
know. I'll often have messages from Kenzie or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, watching the podcast, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's weird. Oh. I'm on someone else's TV.
It is weird. It's weird that our on my YouTube, our videos are recommended. Because I'm like, I'll watch that. Then I'm listening to myself. I'm like, what a fucking knobbin.
I know. Do you know what?
What the fuck is he talking about?
I know, it doesn't matter, right, how long we do this. It'll never not be weird to hear ourselves talk. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good in some respects because I like going back and listening to what we were talking about back then and what was big and whatever. But it's still very strange to hear my own voice, and I it's just, I don't know. There's something about it. I've got over it, and I'm fine with it. But at the same time, I'm still a bit like, ooh.
The funny thing is, going through all the videos, is your appearance is pretty much a constant. It's always the kind of short beard, the hat, and the gaming t-shirt, whereas mine's is either short beard, skinhead, long beard.
I'm wearing my beautiful DRT shirt today.
Oh,
you got your Zelda shirt on. Very good. Yeah.
But that's weird. Watching all videos and then seeing myself with short hair and then a short beard, or long beard and short hair.
And I tell you what else is funny is when you go back and you have a look at some of our older videos where you're in the kitchen. That one's a weird one.
That could be making a comeback soon.
Oh really? Oh dear.
Now I've got a nice fancy new kitchen.
Oh wow, this is true. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it properly yet. I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Oh, right enough.
I still haven't seen it, have I? So Soon. Yeah.
Well,
So,
how have you been? What's been happening to you?
To be honest with you, it's been far too much work and not enough play, and I'm not okay with that. So I tell you what I did check out this week, though, and it's something that I haven't put in the doc, but it is something I really wanted to talk about. I checked out, so it's not that long now. I think as of the time of this recording, it's like another 2 weeks away. But there's a new Tekken game coming out, and I know. And a couple of the fighting games recently have kind of tempted me. Like Mortal Kombat is right up there. I do want to check that out. But I've always been a Tekken kid. And I gotta be fair, I thoroughly enjoyed Tekken 7. And I was like, Tekken 8, that's coming out soon. Let's give that a go. Well, they released a demo. So if you guys listening or you, Graham, want to check it out, you can download the demo either on Steam or PS5, I want to say. And this demo, I think I've actually played it like 3 or 4 times. It's really good, and the graphics are just nuts. Like the last one came out pretty much when Little Man was born, so 2017. So it's like it's 7 years.
Is that
old
when the
now.
last one came out?
Yeah,
6 years ago.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So it's crazy, and the graphics are just next level. But what I like is they reference older Tekken games in this. There's like up-res PS2 graphics and stuff in it. So I am hyped. I am really hyped. So,
As in they're going to have like
links and it's
upscaled
all
textures for like how they had Snake's face in the new Metal Gear and all that stuff. Do you mean like that?
So no, what I'm trying to say is that years ago stuff happened in like Tekken 4. And they sort of go back to the there's like little flash cutscenes from that.
Oh, okay. So
But
they've
they've, like,
modernized cutscenes for back then.
Well, no, yeah, basically, like I don't know whether they've used AI or what. But
Yeah,
But no, honestly, it looks amazing. So I am really hyped. I'm gonna pre-order the game very soon. So I am.
So this is Taken with Liam Neeson, is it?
Taken with Liam Neeson, that's correct.
That's what we're excited about.
Actually, do you know what? I still haven't seen those movies.
Have you not?
It was on when we were in Seattle, and I watched a little tiny bit of it then. And
I forgot. And then we went to see hockey.
We did go and see hockey, yes. Actually, do you know what? That's something I have been doing more so recently than I care to admit, is watching like movies that I haven't watched and sort of checking out TV series of stuff that I wanted to watch.
What's wrong with that?
So nothing, but like
you made it seem like it was a guilty pleasure.
Should have been gaming in it, bro. We're a gaming channel, innit?
Aye, you watching movies, you fucking traitor.
I know. What am I doing with my life?
Sake.
No, do you know what? Actually, so this week I binge watched a series on Apple Plus. It's a series called Silo. Have you heard of this?
Nope.
Oh, it's very cool. It reminded me a little bit of like the Matrix. You know, when they're in the the non-Matrix. I don't know. I forget what it's called. The
real world.
Yeah, the real world.
The ship.
You know where they're in like the ship and it's all like
the Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that, like in the sort of futuristic cyberpunky sort of style of thing.
All right.
But yeah, this program Silo, they're literally living in a giant silo, but there's like a whole load of mystery about the outside world, and they get people to like. So basically, the one rule of the silo is you say you don't want to go outside, and if you say you go outside, by law, you are made to go out there. And
the first rule of the silo is you do not talk about the silo.
Yeah, you don't talk about the silo. You don't talk about going outside of the silo.
Aye.
You've got to stay inside of it. It's how I like to live my life with you. You know, I want to be just inside you at all times.
Maybe inside my silo.
Yeah, I'd like to be inside your silo. That'd be great.
You can swim a bit inside of my silo. Any day.
But no, this honestly, this series was really good. It's 10 episodes, and they're about an hour long each. And I blitzed those episodes this week in work.
Well,
it was amazing.
You compared it to The Matrix. There's 4 Matrix movies, and there's only one good Matrix movie. So you know this
true.
sold me.
It's more the visual style, not in terms of the
I
storytelling.
know, I'm only messing.
Yeah, no. I sorry, I just didn't know if that was what came across then. I was like, oh no, I don't mean it's like the Matrix.
No.
It just gave me those vibes, is what it meant.
Aye.
It kind of was like a bit of that, a bit of oh god, what's the film called now? I've forgotten. Fifth Element. It kind of had those sort of vibes as well. Minus the comedy. It was more just the seriousness side of it. Yeah, you know. So thoroughly enjoyed that though. Really enjoyed it. And like I said, I binged that one after another. It kept me hooked all the way through. Because usually with series, I don't know if you're the same, but like whenever I'm watching a series, it's very much like you watch a couple of episodes, and if you're not really digging it, you're just like, oh, all right. Whereas like this kind of the last time I had this was probably with Stranger Things, where I was like, I need to see the next episode. I want to know what happens. So yeah, and it's left it very open ended if they wanted to continue it on, but it was pretty decent. There was some famous names in there, but nobody that I recognized. But well worth a watch. Very well worth a watch. Sort of like sci-fi drama.
I'm finding it hard to watch telly lately. I don't know if it's just because I'm growing up or I'm bored of it, but I'm just
you've grown up out of telly.
Aye, literally. Like I can't sit and watch telly anymore. Even Netflix is fucking boring now. Like I can't. Like I give a show maybe 15 minutes, or if I didn't like the intro, I'm like, nah, fuck this.
It's because time is precious.
Like literally, like if something pisses me off in the first 10 minutes, I'm like, nah, fuck this. Like we watched the fall of the house, the fall of the House of Usher, which is like based on some of Edgar Allan Poe's work, and it's for the people who done fucking The Haunting of Bly Manor and Haunting of Hill House. And The Haunting of Hill House was good. Bly Manor was alright. This was alright as well. There was a lot of kind of wee annoyances in it. Like overall it was good, but there's just loads of fucking unnecessary just fucking quips at men in it. Like, aren't men shit? And I was like, alright, here we go. And then it'd have something really fucking cool. And then I was like, men are so dumb. And then it'd have something else really fucking cool and scary. And then it's like, women are the best. And then something cool again then. Like it was just
oh dear.
It just had too many messages thrown in it for it to be good. Like I found myself getting into it, then it would just say something absolutely fucking stupid like that, and I'd be like,
oh dear. No, I tried watching that. I couldn't get into it. I did exactly what you just said. I literally watched 15 minutes of it, and I was like, I'm bored of this. So I didn't even bother.
In fairness, like the first episode was kind of like a slow one. And then after that, it was
really
good.
Selling it.
Well, no, like like the first episodes are usually kind of build-ups and stuff like that. And the only reason I watched is because a guy on YouTube I watched it reviewed it and was like, "This is actually surprisingly good." And I was like, "Oh, I'll give it a bash," because me and Marie couldn't think of anything to watch. And then we watched all of them. There's like 9 episodes, 8 or 9 episodes, and they're like about an hour long.
I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It just didn't click with me. I actually, going back to this, I found it through Instagram. I saw a clip and I was like, oh, actually, that looks alright. What's that? And then I looked in the comments and someone was like, oh, hey, what's this? And it was very much a case of like, oh, it's this new show on Apple. It's this, that, and the other. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a go. I'll see how it is. I was just looking for something to put on in the background. And by the end of it, I was like, I need to know what happens.
So I went back and watched all fucking Big Bang Theory again.
Did you?
For the first time.
Wow.
Because like when I was watching it back in the day, I got to like season 4 or 5, and then I kind of completely just fell out with it.
Off, yeah.
And then I was like, "Fuck, they finished it. Fuck, they done 12 seasons." So, and it's just noise in the background. Like that's all it was. Like well, I'm fucking
that's what you want, isn't it?
Dicking around here, just noise. It's easy to put on. Like
no, I
shit.
Well, I mean, I've been chucking stuff on in the background. I've been rewatching Portals to Hell again. Jack Osborne, Portals to Hell. Thoroughly enjoying that. Yeah, I love that. I could watch that all day, every day. So,
there was actually a YouTube channel that I started watching on YouTube.
Is it called The Watcher?
No. No, that's amazing. I fucking love them. They're so fucking good. Like,
they are good. Yeah, I love that.
It's fuck. What's his channel again?
I don't know.
You know the guy with the thing and the people in the place?
Oh, the thing, the people,
Aye.
and the place.
And he does
Well,
the stuff.
I wish you just said that in the beginning, to be honest
Well, I'm
with
saying it now.
you. Aye. Yeah.
But anyway, he I kind of it was just one of these things that was recommended on YouTube, and he was talking about basically debunking. Remember the Ghost Adventures? He was like when the guy's jacket got pulled.
I'm Zach Bagass.
Oh no, wasn't it? No, it wasn't a Ghost Adventure. So it was mind the one with Taps, like the old one, old one.
Taps is.
Oh, it's Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
No. Taps is a different one, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
All right, aye.
Yeah.
But they were basically talking about this, and he was basically ripping it apart. Then I started watching his channel, and he's talking about like it's basically just like debunking all these fucking ghost haunt, like all these fucking haunting shows and all this stuff. And he talks about fucking Zach Bobag and how into it he is.
I mean,
you'll never believe what happened.
I know, he's so over the top. I mean, obviously he's made a career of it, so I can't really fault him.
His fucking glasses like that.
The thicker and thicker. Today we're going to.
The thicker they are, the more ghosts I can see. Like.
That's brilliant.
But like, I can watch that in like small amounts. But like ever since watching Watcher.
Yeah,
they're the best.
Yeah, they are.
Because like they hear a noise and
Shane's
just like, what was that? And then the fucking other wee guy's like, it's like, oh. and then Shane's like, it was a pigeon.
I know. Yeah, they're very straight about shit.
Whereas like when you see fucking, when it's like these ghost adventures and they're talking and it's like, what's that noise? And they get all like, and the camera starts like zooming in.
Yeah, it must be a demon. Oh my god,
demon.
Yeah,
that's when we knew we were dealing with something otherworldly.
We went over to the other side of the room, and there we saw nothing. It's just like, oh god, okay.
The door closed by itself because it was automatic. Like,
I do love those sorts of shows though.
I
watch quite a lot of them, like just as background noise, like you said. Like I've really got back into like Jack Osbourne's stuff with it, and it's brilliant. Because I don't know if you saw the most recent one that he put up, or it wasn't Portals to Hell, because he's got his own one now. Night of Terror.
Oh, there's is that the interview podcasty type one?
No, that is Ghosts and Grit. But I also watch that. I do like watching that
was
as well.
Ghosts and Shit.
Ghosts and Shit is that?
Because I watched 2 episodes, or I only watched the first one. I was like, what the fuck is this garbage?
Nah.
I want spooky stuff, Jack.
Yeah,
I know you're watching.
I wish Jack Osbourne was watching.
100% is. And so is Katrina fucking Weidman, whatever her name is.
Yeah, she's great as well. But so he did another one called Night of Terror, and they went to this one place, and like Sharon Osbourne, like legit, she nearly died. Her heart stopped. Yeah, I know.
How can you tell she's scared? She can't move her fucking face.
I know. Oh, she wasn't scared. She like completely like just was fine 1 minute, and the next minute her heart stopped.
Yeah, but that's because she's old. That's not because of ghosts.
Well, apparently they took.
That's because her face is stapled to the back of your head.
Oh, to be fair, the woman has had an obscene amount of surgery and stuff like that. But
so's Kelly. But goddamn, she's looking fine.
Oh, Kelly's always been fit. Like,
nah, she has not.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Goblin.
Right, growing up, like that was my teenage crush. I'm telling you. I know. Yeah. Well, I can't deny it.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. With our big fucking watermelon face and our panda bear eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that did it for you, did it?
That did, yeah. Teenage me was loving it.
Ooh, that's gross.
I was into like fucking.
I was into. I don't know. Look at that's our whole friendship.
What am I doing? I'm going.
Take
you can do this by yourself.
Fuck! I'm gonna have to. Jesus Christ. Oh well, I suppose everybody's got to have a type, and you were young and stupid, so.
Yeah, believe me. You met me when I was young and stupid, so you know.
I know. And if I knew you'd fancied Kelly Osbourne, we wouldn't be here right now.
No.
I'd be like, that guy has got some.
I think it was just in my head.
Tastes.
In my head, it was just great because I could go see Ozzy then, because I'm a big Ozzy fan. So that was my logic.
Anyway,
Shovel being put
Like,
down now.
I was made into Amy Lee and like Avril Lavigne. They were my type.
No, if
what
we're
was the
talking
other-
music,
yeah.
Christina Scavia from Lacuna Coil is mine.
Oh,
Yeah, the Italian goddess.
This is all we're talking about now, by the way. And what was her fucking arch enemy? Angela Gasso as well.
Oh, on Angela Garza. Oh no, I didn't like her. No, the replacement. I can't remember her name.
Oh,
my God.
Angela Gusso or something. No, Angela.
No. That's the original one. What's the? Hold on.
No, the new one,
Google.
Angela Gloss or something like that. Her
No,
with the blue
Angela
hair.
Garza was the original one.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Her
What
name's.
are you
I'm sure her name's still Angela, son, isn't it? The vegan.
Yeah. No, Angela
Alicia,
Garza is the.
that was it. I know Angela Grosso because I just said that. I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah, but you kept saying her name's Angela too. It's
that's
not,
what's that. It starts with an A. That's what I'm saying.
Alicia White Glutz.
Aye, White Guzzle.
Yeah, White Guzzle. Yeah, she's
a dirty vegan.
Is she?
Aye.
Oh, never mind then.
Aye, that's what puts me off her. But she's one of these like self-righteous vegans, like.
Oh, she's Canadian as well.
I'm sure she's got like a vegan tattoo as well. What a fucking loser.
Is she really?
I don't know, probably.
Oh dear. See, I would have gone with that. I would have believed it.
She's got a big V tattooed above her small V.
Well, to be fair.
Yeah. And she's gone up with fucking Doyle. Remember Doyle for Misfits?
Is she?
She's got daddy issues, just by the way.
Shut up. She's not going out with Doyle.
Aye, she is.
No.
She fucking is, I'll tell you that. She is. Google it.
She is. Since 2014.
See? What's her name again? Alyssa, what's her face?
Alicia White
Doyle.
Glutz. And then Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein.
Famous.
Yeah, since 2014, the guitarist of the American horror punk band The Misfits. She was raised in a family of vegetarians and has been vegan since 1998. She follows a straight edge lifestyle.
He's vegan as well.
Oh dear.
Fucking loser.
Yeah. Oh no, it says here they divorced in 2013.
Oh.
Which was finalised since 2013. Doyle has been in a domestic part. Oh no. Sorry.
I was going to say 2013 because it was a recent enough while I said that.
Well, it said, are Doyle and Elisa married? And it says the couple is since divorced. The couple have since divorced, which is finalised in 2013. Doyle has been in a domestic partnership with Alicia White Glutz. Vocalist of Swedish. Yeah. So I don't know. That's very misleading.
I don't know. Maybe they got fed up with eating meat and being married, so like, let's get divorced and become lame.
Well, yeah, there you go.
But she's 100% got daddy issues. He's like 50 odd.
Well, yeah, that tends to be the way, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's not eating meat, and she's gone out with a 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
You're saying, like, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't look too bad.
Usually
for 60,
indicative.
though, I will say.
Oh no, he's got that whole Iggy Pop thing going on.
He has.
You know, where it looks like he's melting.
That's probably some kind of plastic
because I am
surgery.
the definition of fucking health and beauty.
We're beautiful, all right? We've had no surgery done.
And listen, Doyle, if you're watching, I am not sorry.
Yeah.
I just realised the volume on my headphones has turned well down.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're very loud. Oh, I'm not recording now. That's fine. Aye, so there we go. That was the news story for the day.
Watch bleed through.
Oh no, because this. Ow, jeez, punch my headphone. No, these are the noise cancelling ones, so it should be alright.
There you go.
Should be alright.
Should be alright. Yeah.
Well, look,
let's get started.
Let's stop talking about who's banging who, and let's talk about some video games, because that's why the 12 people that listen to us, and we love you.
And we love every single one of you.
Right, what's number one? What's top of the agenda?
Number one
Jambino.
was actually something that we were recently talking about in the Discord, and I thought it'd just be worthwhile talking about, because I'm interested to know your thoughts on this. Dead by Daylight are bringing a new character to the roster. They are bringing Alan Wake.
Alan Wake.
And I thought we'd talk about this because
Jason Bourne.
You had some thoughts on this, and I thought, well, that would be good to hear you voice those thoughts.
DBD is shite by Alan Wake too. Next.
Are you not excited for this? You're not getting into it?
Nah. To be honest, nah. DBD's. I go through phases with it. where I'm like, oh, this is really good, and then I play like a couple of shit games. I'm like, ah, this game's shit, and then I'm kind of over it again. Then like I've logged on every now and again and played a couple of games, but I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Is it not tickling your pickle anymore?
No, I don't anymore. No, like this would be cool because I'm playing Alan Wake 2 on the PlayStation 5, which is really good, really enjoyable. And if you don't know Alan Wake, the game basically has this flashlight. I keep having to check myself before I say flashlight because I'm fucking petrified. I'm not petrified, but I'm always going to just say flashlight. So Alan Wake, there's a flashlight mechanic in it where you pretend you've got a flashlight, but it's actually a flashlight. And when monsters appear, you whip out your flashlight and start fucking furiously using it. And then the monsters are like, oh, what's he doing? And then they run away.
There you go.
So that's what the mechanic is. But because in reality, I'm afraid, there's the fucking spacey flashlight again. There's the flashlight item in DBD, which I've never got to use properly. I can't make it work. So it's going to be interesting to see if they integrate some kind of flashlight mechanic, some new flashlight mechanic into this.
Have you actually got an Alan Wake flashlight then?
An Alan Wake, I've got a John Wick flashlight.
Ooh.
Which is, I need to catch it, but it's hard.
I thought it was John Whip It Out.
No.
So that was what it's called.
No. Alan Wake is John Wick's autistic younger brother.
Ah, okay.
So
that's cool.
I didn't feel comfortable with an Alan Wake one because I feel like I'm taking advantage.
Aye.
So I went with the John Wick one because it's fucking hard because it keeps rolling away for you and like doing kung fu, and then by the time you finally get your seed in it, you feel like
if anything, it's a challenge wank, is it?
So aye. And then if it doesn't work, then it's a cry wank.
There you go.
And both are just as good.
So
I couldn't find my flashlight because it fucking kicked ass.
Oh god! Right, let's move on. So,
are we done talking about flashlights? I was looking forward to that.
Unless you want to do an entire segment on it,
I would 100% do a segment about a DBD flashlight.
I tell you what, everyone tune in next week. You might get that.
Do you know what was my favorite part about DBD? Is I go into the Huntress and I was using her, and then I made the mistake of googling her to find out builds and stuff. And I went doing a proper Rule 34 fucking rabbit hole, like.
Don't do Rule.
Oh my god, it was amazing, because it was it starts with like all the funny stuff. You click one and then it's like, oh, that's cool, and you click another one, it's like, god, she's looking
I did that recently.
Spicy.
Skinwalkers. Yeah.
Oh, Skinwalkers. Are you wanking over them, were you?
No, I wasn't wanking over them.
You fucking weird.
I went down a rabbit hole.
Fucking manky, rotten
all right,
bastard.
let's move on.
Fucking four Skinwalkers. You should be ashamed of yourself. What's next?
Right, so CES is currently going on, or will be going on at the moment. I'm not entirely sure the exact time it's happening, but there's been quite a lot of new stuff coming out at the moment with different drops of various different things. So they basically announced that they were going to be doing a Gravity Rush film, which is a game that came out on like the Vita and then came out on PlayStation 4, I believe. I've actually not played it. It's something that I am hopefully going to get around to at some point. But to be honest with you, that wasn't why I put this on here, because they sort of showed off some of the stuff that Sony are doing at the moment. They're showing off some of the cameras that they're using, how they're using in digital and AI and all this kind of stuff to do it. But then what got me real excited is there's a new IP development game in process of Patapon, which is an amazing PSP game, and that got me real excited. I was like, what? New fucking Patapon game, let's go.
A PS5 Patapon game would be fucking absolutely dead on.
I think it'd be amazing, and I am very excited to hear more about it, but there hasn't been anything else really that's dropped. I was like, as cool as like the whole Gravity Rush thing is, I couldn't give a shit. I was just like flicking through, and I saw Patapon. I was like, yes, let's go. I
couldn't be more excited about fucking Patapon. Like, I actually think Patapon was the first game I got on PSP.
Really?
Like, I think when I got my PSP, I got Patapon at the same time.
Yeah.
And I remember
It is. It's such a bop. Like, I love it. So I got real excited about this. And also, yeah, they said in there that they were doing a TV series of God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn thing as well. So that's a thing.
Shite.
But yeah, no, again, but like I said, like just randomly threw Patapon in there, so I was like, yeah, let's go. Day one. Yeah.
The Gravity Rush, now, if done right and done properly and actually made with intention of being a good adaptation, I'd say would be good, because it is a cool mechanic in Gravity Rush. And I played it when I done the PS Vita 3DS hack video.
Yes.
So I did play a lot on that. And also when I was doing the emulators on the phone, I was trying to get the PS Vita one working, and one of the games I tested was Gravity Rush, because apparently it worked. Didn't work for me, but I think it's because I had a shite phone. But apart from Patapon, I wouldn't be too hard pushed. Like God of War, I'm just dubious about them casting fucking The Rock as fucking Kratos.
Is that what they've said they're doing?
They probably fucking will. I can't think.
Right, yeah.
Like there's no who the fuck are they going to cast as Kratos? Like, because they can't. Like, and then they're going to fucking make it some big fucking virtue signal when they.
Dave Bautista.
That's who I would love to see. But I'd say he's pinning his hopes on a fucking Gears of War movie, which is meant to be happening.
That would be cool as well, though, to have Dave Bautista.
Fucking starving. Dave Bautista. There's a.
You messed up, boy. We're not eating before the.
There's not enough Dave Bautista. Like I think I said on a podcast before, but we need more Dave Bautista.
I agree with that.
Like,
I love Dave Bautista.
I think he's the best. Like.
Yeah, everyone goes on about The Rock and how amazing The Rock is, and I'm not disputing The Rock has had some good stuff. You know, his best film is definitely either Doom or Moana. But it's genuinely like, well, it's not the Tooth Fairy, is it?
But he's everywhere.
He's everywhere, yeah, and it's a bit old. I tell you who else is like that I've noticed recently is James Corden.
I was literally just about to say.
So, just a very quick, fun little tidbit here about James Corden. Before I jumped on, Mrs. Lady was telling me that she chucked Gavin and Stacey on the other night, because she watches it religiously anyway. And she was saying about the fact that it was on, and little man like looked over it, and he was like, which one was it now? He was watching some film. Oh, it's from the Trolls movie. He plays one of the voices in there. He's like, why is he in this? And it was just like, yeah, that's just what it is now. He is absolutely everywhere. But it's just, yeah.
But you don't think it's annoying? Like, this is what pisses me off, and it happens all the fucking time. With Tom Holland, with this fucking Chalamet prick. You know, the wee guy that's in Dune, who's in fucking Willy Wonka now. It's like they get like a flavour for like a certain actor or actress. Or
and they become
I don't know what
the
term is now. But like, you know, like they're then in fucking everything then. Like Tom Holland was in fucking everything. The Rock was in everything. This Timothy Chalamet is in fucking everything. Fuck off. Like, aye, he's a good actor, but for oversaturation, man, Jesus. It's like they get like 2 good years and then they just shove him in everything, and then they're like, right, who's the next one?
Oversaturates it and then ruins it. Yeah.
Aye, I can't fucking hack Tom Holland anymore. I can't hack The Rock. I couldn't hack The Rock for a long time.
But like, I'm with you on that.
So fucking sick of it, and it's always they always become like the safe bet. Like Tom Holland, casting Tom Holland in fucking the Uncharted movie. That was my dick. Like that was fucking horrendous casting.
I couldn't watch that film. Actually, just talk as we're on the subject of video game movie films. I watched Gran Turismo the other day, and that was actually surprisingly good. It has Hopper from Stranger Things in it. Oh, his name is. But it was actually really good.
Get to the Hopper.
Get to the Hopper. It was actually really good, and it's based on a true story as well. So to do with Gran Turismo, so it kind of it didn't have that sort of like, oh, what's this about? Like it was a thing about the game that was a genuine story. It wasn't like a fabricated, half cut out version of the game. Do you know what I mean? So really, really well worth a watch as well. I'm talking a lot about movies. Let's get back to games.
I don't know. Movies are shit.
What's next?
Movies are shit. I fucking hate movies.
So the next thing is there is again, it's from CES 2024. They've just announced a new mobile gaming hand controller majiggy. Now, The reason why I was talking about this was the headline is like "Rest in Peace, Backbone 1," but one of the cool things about this is the Seraphim S3 cloud gaming controller. It's not quite as catchy as Backbone or anything like that. However, this thing is pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that I can see is something you might have heard of called Hall Effect joysticks. Does that mean anything to you?
Basically, they're meant to be like anti-drift. They're not meant to develop drift, and I think they've got micro switches inside them rather than like a contact pad.
Yeah, they well, something to do with magnets, to my knowledge. But yeah,
Oh, the
so
magnets
for
then.
anyone that may not know, if you have a Nintendo Switch, there's a good chance that you'll develop a thing called drifting, where the
Didn't
one
they
of
say
the
the Switch is in fucking everything?
it's the Switch's
It's in
fault.
fucking everything.
No, to be fair, it is in a lot of things. So
But to be fair, it's predominant in Switch, right? So
yeah, it's predominant. No, it is literally where you see it the most. So yeah, so basically they've started putting these Hall Effect analog sticks into these controllers, sorry. So there's a new one on the market, and they reckon that it's gonna sort of take the lead, if you like, and be the best one out there. However, it's dependent on the price, I think. Because these things aren't necessarily cheap, or at least to my knowledge, they're not necessarily cheap.
well, the Backbone standard price is like 110. You got yours cheap.
I did get mine cheap. Yeah, I keep thinking it's what I paid for it, which was 50 quid. Yeah, I mean, these things are really good if you want to make your own Steam Deck, If you got it in your head that you want to make your own Steam Deck with your phone, this could be the way.
The Seraphim S1 was $50.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming the S3 is probably going to be about 100.
Yeah.
That's just a guess.
Easy, yeah. I mean, later on in the article that we were reading, they're aiming to bring it out for the first half of this year. They didn't confirm, but they reckon the price is going to be around $199.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah, so
buy
you
a
may
fucking
be paying
PSP3, so
well, you may be paying more for a premium for the additional hardware, but it'll be worth it.
fuck off.
So yeah, at the moment, as of right now, UK money wise, they're on offer, the old Backbones as well. So they're a pretty decent little thing, I will say, and I have recently picked one up, and I am going to be talking about it on the channel very soon. So if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, links will be in the descriptions and all that jazz. But
they laser keyboards.
Do they?
It's like
are those ones that project?
It's a wee projector
like
that sits
those.
in your desk. That's the thing. Taiwan, just saying, they're not going to be around long, so you better get it while you can.
Yeah, definitely. No, you're not wrong. But I just thought it was quite interesting to see that there is a company going to be bringing out ones, because a lot of people mod these little handheld. I keep saying handhelds, the controllers and stuff like that for different handhelds and these actual things themselves. So if you want to take the effort out of it, and for those that may not be tech savvy and think, no, I don't want drifting, that might be your option. So,
like they're like these controllers, either handy wee things, but I don't know. Like, is this just another thing that they're just going to be pumping out every fucking other week?
Probably.
Here's a new one. Here's a new one. Look at this one.
Yeah, probably.
This one makes your dinner for you. Like,
I'd like it to make my dinner for me. Jeez, I would buy that. Make me nachos and make me pizza. Go.
Play my game for me.
No, don't do that. I want to manage my kids
for me. I don't know. I'm mixed with these things. Like, they're cool, but I don't know.
Nah. Yeah. So there we go. So the next thing is Elden Ring. Getting another
Elden Ring news.
Yeah, Elden Ring news. It got a cheeky little port recently. I don't know if you saw. Have you seen this yet?
A port. You see this? You heard about this? All right, fucking Timmy. No, Timmy. What's his name?
I don't know.
In South Park.
If you're gonna insult me, at least get it right.
The guy with in South Park, the guy with the crutches. What's his name?
Jimmy. Yeah, it's Jimmy. Yeah,
Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy.
You see this?
Well,
You heard about this?
you heard about this, man? You heard about this?
Uh,
No. Again, the modding community doing what it does best, and they've actually managed to port it. The guy who did this, right? He ported it onto a 3DS system. So there's actual video playing on the article about this, and yeah, he's got it working on a 3DS. Obviously, it's not as glorious as the PS4 or the PS5 version or the Steam version or whatever, but it works. It seems to be, doing
Aye.
what it does. I thought that was
I hate to burst your bubble and be that guy,
go on.
but it's
What?
no a port over to the 3DS.
No, it's not.
He's
really, is it?
using a program called Pinbox, and he's streaming it to his 3DS.
Is he actually streaming?
He's streaming it over now.
Oh no!
So
I must have
basically,
missed that bit.
the Pinbox is basically streaming software.
Oh wait, I must have missed that bit.
You must have.
Where does it say that?
In another article.
Oh, cool. All right then.
But it's
Okay.
basically because of the and it's an old 3DS as well. It's not even a new 3DS. It's an old one.
Oh wow, that's just
It's
ages.
not with the C button. Well, it's an old one. Like,
Oh, you with your blinging C button. Honestly,
fucking damn right.
you got to think
Listen,
about that C button.
Did it get me fucking started? Because I've got a controller where they're fucking G buttons, and I will fucking pull it out and I will show you.
Go on, I dare you.
I've got fucking G buttons. Don't you fucking tempt me, young man.
I'll tempt you.
But
It's not a problem.
I googled it because I was like, no fucking mix. I wanted to see if I got it working, and then I found it.
Oh, well, I'm
It
kind of
was,
disappointed. I thought someone had like actually messed around with it because
No.
I was reading in a part of it. It was saying that putting the 3D on though like causes it to actually freeze.
Aye, that's because
causes
it's
glitch and stuff.
shit in the bed.
Yeah, well, it
But
is
no,
Nintendo.
it's further down in the article, it says it was later confirmed by the original Reddit poster that Elden Ring Running on the 3DS was achieved playing on a modded console with custom firmware on the SD card using software called Pinbox. And Pinbox is basically streaming.
Have you used Pinbox before?
I
Is that
have
something
not.
you're familiar?
I have not.
Hmm.
Elden Ring is available now on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, but not the 3DS, unfortunately.
Dang. Aw.
So, sorry, kiddo. I know you're looking forward to getting that on your 3DS, but...
I was legit gonna see if I could make that work as well, though. That was the thing. I got quite excited. I should have just read the entire article, to be fair.
Well, you probably should.
I still think it's cool, though. I still think it's a cool little thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And again, it's modern modders. It's modders being modders and modern consoles to, stream shit, which is always fun. But that's why I captured. That's why I captured all the footage for the that video, the hacking the 3DS one, was like streaming that to the. I never used Pinbox, but like I was streaming the gameplay over Wi-Fi to the PC, so there's nothing to say it can't be done the other way.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I was looking forward to completing Elden Ring on my 3DS. That's all. Never mind. Never mind. Here's another little fun one for you.
A wee
have
Tetris
you heard?
dweeb.
Yeah. Have you heard about this?
Only since you sent it to me, and then I watched the video and I was like, this wee guy's wrecking my melon, so I switched off. And all I've got written down in my notes is "fuck off, Willis," because he starts hyperventilating and fucking acting like a wee bellend.
Well, he's
and
13.
I was like, exactly. That's why I said a wee bellend, not a big bellend. So I was like, you know what, Willis, you can fucking day one.
I mean, it's funny because like obviously we saw when we went to Portland, we saw all the guys doing the Tetris championships and all that kind of stuff. So this kid's, what is he, like 13 or something like 13. That? And yeah, literally plays for about roughly 38 minutes, and he reaches level 157, and then literally just froze and broke the game, and his score read 9999999. And yeah, just broke Tetris, and this is apparently the first one to do it.
It says he may be the first one. I don't know.
That's the first documented.
But he was waiting for it to crash, so he got the 9999999, and then kept going, and was waiting for the game to crash, and then eventually crashed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's all well and cool, but I'm not interested.
No. Nah, I love Tetris.
Excellent achievement. Oh, I love Tetris. Don't get me wrong. It's no dig against the game.
No.
And the fact is, the fact there's a 13-year-old 30 years after it was fucking released, still fucking trying to smash it is cool.
Tetris,
but it's more the staying
Tetris
power
is
of
like
Tetris than anything else.
one of those like comfort games for me that I just love to just bung it on 5-10 minutes, have a couple of games, off you go.
What was that last Tetris game that came out? Was it like Tetris Effect or something like that?
Yeah, Tetris Effect.
But it's just like fucking, it's just like taking acid and playing Tetris. It's amazing.
I love it.
Because like it changes with the music and it's like whoom, 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 whoom.
It's got some insane sounds and like tunes and stuff with it, and it properly gets you going as well, because if it's really relaxed, you're like, oh cool, this is good, and then like going to like a high speed like
then the colours change.
You're no.
Having a fucking bad trip and you start fucking panicking.
Yeah.
And the fucking tetrominos are fucking falling all over the place. Then it all turns blue and serene again, and you're like, okay.
All of a sudden you feel like a space cadet. You're just like,
fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing game, and I think there's just endless joy in this game. It's one of the best games ever made. Definitely.
I remember seeing the rocket thing before though, because I remember when we first got the Game Boy, obviously you got Tetris with it. And I remember waking up one morning and my dad was playing Tetris, and I came home from school and he was still playing Tetris. And he got to the fucking rocket ship bit. I remember that. And then he switched off, and I was like, well, that's that then. And then
never played it again.
Then that was him. That was him done with Tetris.
That is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I just, like I said, it's one of those timeless games you'll never not enjoy.
Oh, and there's so many different fucking iterations. They're like so fucking many.
Tell me about it.
Right, what's next?
Right, well, the next one is my last one that I found. So I've heard lots of things about this game recently. It's like a lot of people seem to be talking about it, and I'm not entirely sure what it is, but this kind of caught my attention. So there's a game out there called Pal World, and I don't know if you've heard of it. It's coming to Steam, Xbox, and Xbox One, and like Game Pass and all that kind of stuff. It's been developed by Craftopia. They recently got acquired, I believe, by Xbox. I believe it was out originally before, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a great deal about it. But basically, it's Pokemon with guns. Pokemon with guns. So it's like a monster collecting RPG. And basically, it's like it's an open world survival crafting game. And you and 32 of your mates can go out there and collect these Pokemon type things with guns, and yeah, it looked interesting. I don't know if you've heard about it. I've heard it mentioned around, people talking about it, but I'm not aware of it yet. So
I only saw it mentioned earlier when they were talking about it going straight to Game Pass day one. The whole it kind of looks more like a fucking cutesy Revenant to me, with
does it?
With wee animals. Like there's a bit where it's like the Pokemon with guns part is mere the character you play has got a gun. It's not like Pikachu running around with a fucking AK. Like
I wish Pikachu would run around with an AK. Cool, like. Yeah, I kind of wish that would be the case.
But this, it's a shit name. Pal World.
Pal World, yeah.
Because when I first saw it, I thought they were talking about like Pal and NTSC.
Yeah.
And it's like they made to call it Friend World.
Friend.
There we go again. Full circle.
Yeah.
But fucking I don't know. It's it just seems like another IP / idea that they've taken influence from Nintendo about.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like it could be interesting. First kind of thoughts is it looks like a fucking.
Do you know what it reminds me a little
bit
of? It reminds me a little bit of, from what I've seen of it, it looks a little bit like Fortnite. That sort of like Fortnite
kind of cell shaded design.
Yeah, but like in the style of like going around and sort of shooting stuff and fight. It just that's how it feels to me.
Aye.
So I'm just a bit like, oh, okay.
It seems like they've kind of just taken an idea and then taken like another idea and then just kind of let's see if this works. And then
splurged it together.
It could be good. I don't know. That being said, I've not played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Snap on N64.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If it was like Pokemon Snap, or if it was like Pokemon Snap with guns, that'd be cool. Like if it was on the rails, you have to actually like, yeah, you have to actually hunt them because they're trying to attack you. You're like, fuck, there's a Snorlax, fucking bang. That would be cool.
That would be a much better game in my opinion too. I'm not gonna deny that.
The 32 player thing's interesting as well. Like jumping on like, but there's only 100 monsters, or pals, which fair enough, because I'm one of these bell ends that's like there's only 151 Pokemon. Because now there's like 9,000 of them. My eyes start glazing over when I get past fucking Mewtwo. Like,
oh, stop it!
I was
honestly,
like, what the fuck is going on? But there was something interesting I wanted to kind of talk about that kind of, when reading this article, it kind of occurred to me. You know this whole straight to Game Pass thing?
Yes.
Remember back in the day when there was a shit movie coming out and it was straight to VHS because they didn't want to back it, or it was either going to fail and they didn't want to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, has there been like a load of these lately where it's like day one Game Pass release? Like, I know there are games like Sea Stars and I think TMNT went straight where day one releases.
Yep.
And like Lies P and stuff like that. But like, do you feel like there's like a load of these games nowadays that they're no sure they just release them just to have content? Yeah. Where there's just loads of these fucking straight to VHS video games now.
I'd be lying if I didn't feel like that is very much the case. Yeah, it's like almost like they're never gonna be that good, so they're just kind of trying to get as much money out of it as they can. And if they have 5 people download it, great. It's that sort of thing. They haven't really lost any money. Do you know what I mean? Because like I don't know how the dealings behind all that sort of stuff goes. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how like whether they make it so that per download the company then gets X amount, or whether they just go, here's X amount and we're chucking it on there for like however many months.
Then it's like Spotify, where like the Xbox, for example, might give this company X amount to make the game, and then once that's it, it could either sell 5, it could sell fucking 50 million and become the next big thing. But they've you know, it's like Spotify say they'll give them like fucking a quarter of a penny for every download or anything like that. But I don't know, it's just like, because we were talking about back in the past where like games nowadays seem very safe. Like there's always Call of Duties, there's always FIFAs. Like back in the day, like in the 90s when they were making video games, like they were taking acid and seeing what would work. Like some games we played on the PlayStation N64 were absolutely fucking batshit crazy, but now it seems to be like all these game devs are like, oh, you know what game's popular? Fortnite. Do you know what game's popular? Pokemon. Yeah. Let's make a game called Pal World, the most unoffensive name we can think of, and then we'll release it. Yeah. And how we're going to release it? Oh, we'll do like full release, fucking physical that, or hear me out. You could day one Game Pass it, and then they're like, okay. Do you know what I mean? Like it just 100%. Like before we were talking about like games didn't take risks nowadays, and it just seems to be like, is this now the new kind of standard, the new straight to VHS type thing?
I hadn't actually thought about it like that, but yeah, I do feel like you could be onto something there, because it very much feels like there is a lot of guff going on there. There's a lot of games that I personally wouldn't buy. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had a choice, I probably wouldn't go out there and buy, but I'll give it a blast for 5 minutes on Game Pass, because you know I pay for it, so I might as well get my use out of it. That's the way I sort of look at it. But yeah, I'm not so much of a big fan of this whole Game Pass nonsense anyway. Like it's just not really my jam.
Because it's handy. Like for example, like when I got the PlayStation 5, I signed up for PlayStation Plus, and like I got access to loads of games then. Yeah. But like it's weird to think, because like say Alan Wake, I purchased that, so that's on my console now. Yeah. But like if my internet went out, or the global internet just randomly went out, like you wouldn't have any games to play. After spending like, say like you spent fucking 15 quid for 3 years straight, 15 quid a month for 3 years straight. Like that's like fucking nearly 400 quid, and you're going to have nothing to show for it, because you can't play your games, you can't access your games.
Exactly.
This is why physical is king.
Yes, and this is why I'll always go for physical, and this is why I haven't even bothered with Alan Wake yet, because it was a digital only. And I just thought, like, if the servers dropped, like, you don't know, tomorrow the servers could drop and there could be a major global outage, like you said, and then you've got nothing. You've got, like, you might be in the middle of that game and go, oh, yeah, shit, I'm not going to play that now. But I really wanted to play that game as well. I didn't just want to, like, hang out and, you know, give it a bit. I was actually in the middle of that story. It's like all that kind of, it irritates me.
Well, no, on the back of that, like, Alan Wake is downloaded and it's like physically on the hard drive. What does that mean?
Oh, is it?
Right, okay. Like, because our internet did go off there a couple of days ago and I was playing Alan Wake. I was still playing it.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I wasn't too sure if it needed like a constant connection or anything.
But it's more like, you know, like this whole like leasing cars and like, you know, paying money for a product that you didn't own at the end of it. Like, I don't know. I didn't like that. It's like having all the stuff there and all the stuff you've got there. If fucking shit went south, like I've got a battery pack and a Game Boy there, and I can plug it in.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And then that'd be me sorted. Or like even the fucking N64. Well, that being said, I wouldn't have a screen for it, but I can still switch it on, like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could figure it out, but yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. It worries me, and like I said, with just going back to obviously all the stuff we've spoken about before, like you look at all the stores that get shut down, those games are gone forever.
Aye.
And it's like, well, that's quite sad.
Aye.
Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of physicals and things like that of certain games, but there's a lot out there that just gone forever. This is where emulation and, you know, video game preservation places are great, because they're trying to like hold on to even the digital aspect of it, or digitize all sorts of stuff. So we've got a digital copy somewhere. You know what I mean? But it drives me. It drives holy hell into me. Yeah, that
still requires electricity. Because when the bombs start falling, and like humanity is doomed, and you want to play fucking NES, you're not going to be able to turn on your PC.
No, but your Game Boy will be fine.
Well, that survived the fucking napalm strike. Remember that?
It did. Yeah. I've actually seen that in New York. They've got
I ran off.
Yeah, from the Gulf War. Yeah. Yeah. Blown up Game Boy.
Like another thing as well is like, mind we were talking a couple of weeks ago about the that clause that Sony have got in their fucking terms of service now about pre-owned games and buying second-hand games.
Yeah.
Watch now. Like, they're no acting on it now, but watch this. PS6. They're going to be like, it's been in effect since 2023, and everybody's just going to be like, oh shit, so it has. They've just snuck it in now. They're no acting on it, but guaranteed, because they've been looking at this for fucking ages. Especially with some developers and some companies saying like they should have like a pay per hour structure, like as in like people have spent 60 quid in Grand Theft Auto 5, and I've got thousands of hours entertainment out of it, and then people are like certain companies are thinking we should be fucking compensated for that in some capacity. Guaranteed now with that clause, they're going to pull out their arse in a couple of years and going to be like, it's been here the whole time.
It's gonna wreck it. It's gonna just wreck the gaming space and wreck what
everything's going to go digital. There's going to be very few limited physical releases, and then that's when I tap out. When that happens, that's me done. And I think this new Xbox is a sign of things to come. This digital only Xbox is.
I agree, and I do think that is definitely probably when I'll tap out and I'll just stick to playing old school then.
Aye. As good as the new games are going to be, I'm not spending fucking... Like, because everything's becoming a subscription service now. Everything's becoming a subscription model. Video editing software, music editing software, fucking Photoshop, fucking all this is becoming a subscription-based model. Where you could have it for years, spend 20 quid a month, and at the end it have fucking nothing. If they go out of business, if you fucking break your PC or can't remember your password,
like goodbye.
Aye, that's it. Like, I don't know. I didn't. I'm
with you on that. I'm with you on that. It drives holy hell into me, to be honest with you. But it's just another thing that they've done to try and adapt to the times, and everybody's doing it for that reason.
Aye.
But you know, there are always ways and means, I suppose, around it. Arr.
Arr. That's where being a filthy PC gamer with a VPN comes in handy. That's how you solve it.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, the only other thing I would talk about, but I don't know if you want to talk about it next week, is the rumored specs for the Switch 2.
Ooh.
They've been highly hinted at by a guy on Twitter who has dropped information in the past that has came true.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
So,
if you want to.
It's just got to be now because I never put in the docs. So I was only just going to talk about it now.
Yeah,
but,
no, that's fine.
It's been kind of rumored now that they're going to have now it's got the NVIDIA Tegra chip inside it, which is like the mobile processing one.
Yeah.
It's got a variant. I think it's like the T239, which is like the mobile one now, but apparently it's like capable of like ray tracing and is like part of this fucking like the fucking NVIDIA 30 series and stuff like that.
Oh right, okay.
Because
so
I was
actually bringing it quite high up then.
If it's going to be like that, because I was reading something where was it last year, or the year before, some companies actually got sent what they were told as a Pro Switch, which was like capable of 4K 60 FPS gaming.
Oh.
But then nothing came yet. And then now there's rumours. Because there's meant to be, like, I'm not fucking technically minded, and this is just me pulling out fucking thinner now. But like this new chip is meant to be like on some par with the 30 series RTX cards.
Really?
Which would be fucking good. I think they're gonna stick to cartridge because they were talking about data transfer and buffer rates, which I know like be fucking gigaflops, whatever the fuck they're called. Like
Fligaflops, yeah.
Flippy floppies. But I don't know. Like the reason I was going to talk about till next week is because I'd say there'll be more said, and I think we're going to get it this year. I think November 2024. I think that's when we're going to get it.
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. We know you're watching.
Right, we know you're watching. Everybody's watching. But I'm excited for it because if that's going to be the case, it's going to be fairly fucking meaty, like.
Well, I think that'd be an actual good discussion for next week anyway. I think it'd be very good because, to be honest with you, I haven't really looked up on any of this stuff to do with the Switch 2 yet. Because it's just, I figured it was so early on in the cycle, like it's just going to be... It's going to be too out there. But if there's some validity in some of the stuff that's being saying, people are saying about it, then I'll have to look into it and we'll maybe have a little discussion about that next week.
Definitely think it's dropping this year.
Yeah?
I think they're going to announce it in March, April. I think they're going to drop their first hints. Maybe it's some fucking, what they called their monthly showcase thing. I can't remember. The direct. Fucking moment.
I know, you're supposed to be Mr. Nintendo as well.
I know.
But
I think they're going to start dropping wee seeds here and there.
Wee little nuggets. For us
I kind of see them pushing it to 2025.
I wouldn't be surprised if it came out this year, to be truthfully honest with you. I mean, the Switch is just at a point now where it can't keep up. It doesn't matter what they try and put there. I mean, how many stuff did we talk about last year with the various different ports that are very subpar to their, and to be fair, I think it was unfair to even be comparing them because you're talking about software that is years and technology-wise way more advanced than what the Switch originally was, which even when it came out was based on all the hardware again. Like technology, literally the second you buy something, it goes out of date. It's already... Do you know what I mean? It's already past the point of like it's not brand new anymore. The second you purchase it, so it's done really well to be where it is. Do you know what I mean? So I can't fault.
Oh yeah, but no, I'm excited for this year when it comes to Switch because I think there's going to be loads happening.
We're just going to be a Switch channel this year, aren't we? We're just going to be Switch rumors, Switch this, Switch that. Switches, whatever.
There's going to be loads of Switches behind me there. That's what's going to happen next.
Yeah,
but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, and I'm going to keep my ear to the all the train tracks.
Well, like I say, we'll definitely sit down and have a little chat about that next week, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it.
I think I'm good to go.
Cool. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget, if you're liking what you're hearing, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff that we tell people to do
If you're
at the
picking
end
up
of the
what we're putting down-
videos. Yeah, end of the videos.
Aye.
Aye, there
Cool.
you go. Straight from Graham's mouth. Aye.
Aye.
See
Bye.
you next week, guys. Bye.
And stop.